supervisions, no filters, all funny. Now make some noise for the man of the hour, my partner, Supervision.
Thank you, Miss Mercedes. I appreciate that. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? We're in the City of Champions, Englewood. Look, I'm Supervision. It's my show, No Filters, All Funny, where I aim to showcase and highlight comedians from all over the nation that's on their shit. Tonight, I got a special set of comedians I'm highlighting and showcasing. This is comedians with disabilities. And as the executive producer of No Filters, All Funny, you know, and being disabled myself, I said, fuck that. I gotta represent for my team and my people and my community of people with disabilities. Sorry if I'm stuttering, it's the Henny. I swear to God. But look, check this out. Without further ado, I wanna bring our host out for this evening. His name, before I tell you his name, the funniest thing about this dude is he's blind too. And when I was a kid, and I couldn't see, I lived next door to him for a little bit, and he could see. He was a grown man, and he always was cool with me. He had a hand in raising me and shit like that. Then he, you know what I mean, I guess a few years ago, he lost his sight, and it became quite the comic. So he's hosting this shit for this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my Uncle Joe, Mr. Blind Joseph Adams.
All right, how's everybody? Let's give it up for Damon. And let me tell you, this is an extraordinary thing that he's doing. No filter and all funny. I'm telling you, this is going to be something else. We got some comics here that it's not about disability. I always call it's adjustability. You know, and some of us, we've been blessed by the Lord so well till he allows us to do this. So when we say things and the joke doesn't sound right, it's all right because he's already blessed us. He gave us the blessing to do this, and it's wonderful that Damon, you know, has put himself out to put this show on, and we're going to give you one hell of a comedy show. This is not about sympathy, it's about funny. And everybody that's on this show, I'm telling you, they kick ass. You know, I got a guy in wheelchair, I call him Hot Wheels. I got my boy Punch. Oh man, this guy is something else. Not short of anything. Then we got Daniel. We got Brooks. We've got some comics that's gonna set you on fire. So I want you guys to get ready and just get loose, because we're getting ready to lay down the funny. You know, it's great because when I became blind, I didn't know what the heck I was gonna do. And I'm gonna tell you something. God gave me the wheel. He says, well, you're gonna be funny. And I wanted to know, well, wait a minute, God, you want me to be funny. So why don't you give me something that I can go on? He says, well, I know you're this cat that likes pussy. I said, yeah. I said, I love pussy. I said, my only thing that I say that you made a mistake on not making me blind, but I came from a vagina and I've been chasing pussy ever since then. And you know, and it's funny, I knew I was gonna be an oversexed guy because how many kids you know at 2 years old running around the house when all the kids are spelling all these big words? I'm going, Y-S-S-U-P. How many 2-year-olds know how to spell pussy backwards? That's some backwards ass shit. A little kid spelling pussy backwards. And you know, and it was funny because I had a dad that just always talked to me about being around the girls. He didn't understand. And this was a dude, let me tell you something, 7 kids. He wanted to talk to me about being around too many women. Well, I figured it out. My father was that guy. He couldn't get the as many women as I had. So he had the one, and she had 7 kids. I'm 6 out of 7. I'm at the bottom of that damn totem pole. And it's bad because, I realized a few things. I realized why I wasn't that bright. Because when it came time for me to breastfeed, there was no nipple. It was that flat ass tongue. I'm going, what the fuck am I supposed to get out of this? So I realized, I said, I'm gonna have trouble with school. I said, my brothers, all 5 of the other brothers and sisters older than me, they killed the titty. They killed that titty, and I'm gonna tell you something, there was nothing left for me. And before I go on more about me, I wanna get this show going because there's some guys that are waiting to be funny that's gonna turn you out. Are we ready for the next comic? I got a guy coming up, I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna blow your socks off. Let's give it up for the amazing Mario!
Blind as hell, but I see all y'all fake. Turn me on. I'm blind, but I peep game better than you. Talk crazy online, get quiet when I'm in the room. They think I'm
Hey, how you doing, DJ? Y'all see me? Shit, I wish I could see y'all. Shit is all fucked up. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody had a bad batch. I smell yeast infection. Somebody got to bust their breath with -7. Shit is all fucked up. Real talk. Everywhere I go, and when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. It's a blind date. Shit is all fucked up. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out the store, people begging. Hey, bro. You got any change? I said, listen here, man. You better call JG Win One 877 cash now. Tell them you need your cash now, nigga. Leave me the fuck alone. You got me fucked up. Shit is all fucked up. Since I became blind, people treat me like a fucking dog. Real talk. For example, they say sit, I sit. They say stay, I stay. They say let's go, I go. Motherfuckers say sickle, I say man fuck you, I ain't sick as shit. Got me fucked up. Shit is all bad. Sometimes people ask me one of the most stupid shit. They're like, Mario, how I feel to be blind? I said, it always feel like somebody's watching me. And I have no privacy. Shit is all fucked up. Shit, we're gonna party tonight. Yeah, y'all light-skinned niggas better watch out. I'm bringing blind niggas back. I know y'all ladies out there like, damn, I didn't know blind niggas was ever in. Shit, we in now. It's beneficial you fuck with a blind nigga. You ain't gotta worry about him cheating on you. He don't need your help to help you cheat on you. You ain't gotta worry about him going in your phone. I promise he won't go in your phone. You ain't gotta worry about how you look. He ain't tripping. Your hair could be half done. He still gonna fuck you. Shit, I don't care. I just gotta grill one thing. That motherfucking front. I gotta make sure you got a bush, not a branch. I be mad at a motherfucker. I be like, man, it's a catfish with a dick. Hey, get your bitch ass back from me, motherfucker. Damn, you fucked up. Shit is all fucked up. I'm gonna tell y'all ladies something. Don't you ever, and I mean ever, wake a blind man up when he's sleeping. You know why? Cause you fucking with his seeing time. Let him dream. Leave that nigga alone. Shit is all bad. I got gang members still calling me, asking me to put in work. Wait, nigga, what the fuck you want me to do? You want me to call assets and do a drive-by? What the fuck you want me to do, nigga? You want me to shoot? You want me to drive? No, nigga gonna tell me to get out and fight. I said, nigga, fuck you. You got me fucked up. Shit is all bad. I'm gonna give you fellas some game. Real talk. When women get up on 50, pussy don't taste the same. Hell no. That shit tastes like medicine. I was over there licking that mother like, nah. I'm like, bitch, are you on water pills? This shit is salty. Come to find out the water pills got a piston all day. Real shit is all kept up. Shit is all bad. I don't even jack off no more. You know why? I ran out of images. You know how depressing that is? That's fucked up. I gotta prep myself before I touch myself. Shit is all bad. Shit. I got a phone talk to me. It'd be like, spam. I ain't answering it. Then it say, no call, no ID, like, I ain't answering it. But one day my phone talked to me and said, Jesus. I said, ooh, I gotta answer that. But soon I picked up, it said, Brano? I said, oh, wrong Jesus. Jesus. Shit is all bad. My birthday just came. My fellas took me to a gentleman club. I'm like, man, this shit ain't gonna work. They sitting right in the front. She dancing like a motherfucker. I mean, dancing. She gonna come up to me and ask me, did you like what I did for you, daddy? I said, I didn't see this shit. She said, I had my ass clapping for you. I said, I thought that was them clapping. Got me fucked up. Where all the pretty ladies at? You know, let me hear you say, oh yeah. If you happy and you single, clap your hands. If you happy and you single, clap your hands. Keep clapping, I'm gonna find your ass. Where you at? Where your ass at now? Don't stop clapping now. Shit, I like happy single pussy. That's the best kind. I don't like no depressed pussy. I'm like, bitch, your pussy depressed. You better take it to the doctor. Shit is something wrong. This is all bad. Shit is all fucked up. I'm gonna tell you my worst nightmare. If I was to die and come to find out my spirit and my soul still blind, I'll be like, damn, I still can't see. I said, let me speak to Jesus. Dude gonna tell me you gotta put in a referral. I said, damn, how long is the referral? He gonna tell me 36 years we backed up since COVID. I said, this what a bitch? I said, well, let me speak to the winds. I heard he gave a scarecrow a brain. He gave a 10-man a heart. I know he can give me some eyes. He gonna tell me to fall on the yellow brick road. I said, man, fuck you. He said, what you say? I said, I like you. Shit is all bad. I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. How you doing, pretty lady? Oh, you sure is sexy over there. Can I walk you to your car? Shit, but you gotta walk me back. We'll figure this shit out. Shit, man, I was chilling at the bar. My cousin come up to me and say, hey, there go T over there. I said, what? That nigga been dodging me since I became blind. I said, what? I said, and my cousin gonna say, no, man, he said you just ain't seen him. I said, what? Take me over there, that nigga owe me money. But before we get there, let me know. Tell me what he do. If he do anything, let me know. I said, okay. So I get to him, I say, hey, T, can I get that money you owe me? And my cousin gonna say, he reaching. I said, oh, shit. Motherfucker, you got me fucked up. Come to find out, he was just reaching for a cup of water. I said, man, you said reaching. So I'm supposed to know. But I want to thank y'all for coming, enjoying, have a beautiful day, stay blessed, and I wish y'all nothing but the best. Take care.
Savage roast addiction. No filter, all funny. No filter, all funny, bro. Go on next shot. We incapable and lit. That's a sky vibe, cracking jokes so
All right. Let's give it up for more. Yes, Blind Sensation. This guy I met had a couple of open mics, and we sort of tried to meet, but every time you go shake hands with somebody else that can't see, it's a little weird. But this guy is funny, and I want to bring him to the stage. Let's get a big round of applause for Top! Yeah!
Come on. Skip. Hey. Come on, Chicky.
That's the magic, Steve.
Dude, after I got this shit, the magic stick, I started getting treated like white people. You walk into a store, they will take care of you. Hey, can I help you, sir? What do you need? Is there anything? This is like, you trying to get on that good karma. That's what that was. Oh, you did something dark in your past. God damn. Yeah, my name is Talks Too Much because I can't really see too much. Yeah, I'm legally blind, guys, which means I have 20 to 30% of my vision left. All right? Now, all that means is life is an adventure. Shapes are nice. I love women. They're the best kind of shape. You know what I mean? It is absolutely beautiful. I like to tell people that, what's your favorite superhero, And I get it all the time. They're like, Daredevil. Hey, thank you, Wolverine. That's freaking awesome. Hell yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I get Daredevil all the time, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, because I've never been a lawyer. I've never been a lawyer before, My favorite superhero is the Punisher. Here, hold on, let me give you. I've also lost 95 pounds. So that was just a reason for me to take off my jacket. I'm trying to show it up. Some of you guys gotta fucking look at this thing, Yeah, I've lost 95 pounds, which is pretty much not 100 pounds, right? I like to tell people that I've lost 150 pounds. It's called manifesting, fool. Yeah, I got a tattoo of the Punisher when I could see, so I know it is. You guys can check that out, right? Yeah, and you couldn't be 345 pounds with the fork tattooed on your arm, Like, it looks like I belong to a feeder site called, like, OnlyFans. Jiggle, jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle. Yeah, man. I've been losing weight by walking around the neighborhood. I just moved to East LA. Don't worry, they don't want us there either. But yeah, like, I walk around East LA. I've been eating wraps. I like to call them burritos because it's a goddamn lie if you call it a wrap. But yeah, I've been walking around East LA. And I got gangbanged on recently. Not like that, but... Yeah, and then this guy was just like, hey, fool, you're looking real suspicious, dog. And he goes, yeah, you? I was like, oh, shit, my bad. I was like, no, I tried to explain it to him. He goes, oh, fuck. That sucks. Which is the closest thing you can say to my condolences, when you're trying to gangbang. I was like, what'd you think I was trying to do? He's like, man, I thought you were trying to steal my cans, fool. I was like, no. This is a genetic thing, and I've been losing my eyesight for about 3.5 years now. And then he's like, fuck, that sucks, fool. Well, check it out. Hey, if you need anything, my name is Victor. I'm your man. I stay in this van. I was like, if I need anything, if you need anything, like, holy shit, you stay in a van? Oh, man. I feel like me and Victor have become really, really good friends. More so just because it's like, we keep each other in each other's lives. So you'd be like, well, at least it's not that bad.
Yeah. I feel great because I've lost so much weight. I like to walk around in cemeteries because no one can hit you there. I can't get ran over by a car, dude. You know, like being called, compared to Daredevil, that's horrible because his mantra is the man without fear. I wake up afraid every day. It's like playing a real life version of Frogger. Da-na-na-na-na. 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 And if I can't see, how come I look back both ways? It's like force of habit, It's the same reason why I stand in front of a mirror when I comb my hair. I don't know. I don't know. But it looked good, don't it? That's right. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Why was I singing the Mario soundtrack if I was playing Frogger? It's because none of you know the Frogger soundtrack. Go ahead. I'll wait. See, none of you, right? And yeah, man, I mean, losing weight is a hell of a thing. Like, I could finally breathe at night now, I had a breathing issue and that was horrible, but like losing some of the weight is great. But I haven't been able to hit on too many ladies because if I tell them like, oh, you look gorgeous, fuck. You smell gorgeous. I'm the only one, well, me and Supervision and some of the other blind comics are the only ones that can say that. Everybody else that says you smell gorgeous, you guys sound creepy. Shapes are nice. And yeah, man, like this is also a color discoloration kind of thing, like certain things don't blend in together. Like that's why I paint my fingernails. My buddy who's like machismo, I used to do construction and air conditioning. He goes, bro, fucking LA's changed you, dog. LA's changed you. You're painting your fucking nails. What are you, kind of gay, fool? What are you, some kind of like, and I was like, no, dude. You ever reached out and you don't see your hand when you grab your drink? Stop drinking. For me, it's just like I'm trying to find my hand, like it blends in with the stage together, that's scary, right? But also, when I jerk off, I can pretend that it's a girl's hand. It's 100% a guy's hand when you're jerking off, so who's gay now? Sorry, I thought I saw something. I have way too much fun with this, guys. I have way too much fun with this. When I've also had too many people tell me that, like I'm faking, He's like, guys, I've seen him use a door before. I'm not a ghost. That's not the way that works. I can still use doors. I can still walk across the street, Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. You guys are going to go home and do that shit too. And da-na-na-na-na. Every time you walk across the street, take that home with you. Always think of me. Sorry, sometimes I forget my jokes. I can't look at my notes, guys. I'm so sorry about that. My buddy says that I should write them on the inside of my glasses. And I don't think he really understands what I got going on, He also thinks that I should put LEDs on my stick. I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. I want to put flames on it so it looks like I go faster. Walking back and forth. I think that'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I haven't really been in a relationship recently because, well, the last one fucked me up really bad. Yeah, dude, she cheated on me 6 times. Boo. Boo. Yeah. I was like, look, if you do this one more time, we're going to have to sit down and talk about it because I will not stand for this. You guys like doing drugs? Yeah? There's a lot of people that want to have me try shrooms, and I'm like, I don't get that. I can't share with you what I'm gonna see, but I feel like I'm finally gonna wake up from this nightmare that I've been living, right? Like this is just gonna be a padded room. All of you guys are gonna be my stuffed animals, and this is one really loud ice cream cone. But what if like it finally opens up my third eye, and then God's gonna be like, not even that one. I've been talking too much because I can't really see too much. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up a talk. Nigga had a lot to talk about, didn't he? I'll tell you, he had a lot to talk about. And you know what, guys? These comics, let me tell you something. When we go out and do things, I mean, it's really tough. We have to work twice as hard as a normal comic to get a gig. Number one, most of us have to worry about how we gonna get there. We can't walk there. I ain't got a dog that can lead me there. Fuck that. So we have to come up with all this energy to pour out on the stage. And let's give it up for Talks again, because let me tell you something. It's really wonderful. As a comic, when you lose your sight, everything else gets stronger. I mean, your senses and everything. Oh man, this is wonderful. One of the ways I meet women is by the scent of a woman. Because I can no longer meet women with the Ray Charles and the duck tree. Wouldn't allow me to touch a woman. Me Too fucked us up. Me Too took that away from us. That shit was no fun. So as I got older and going along with this thing, I figured it out. Well, Joe, the only thing you could do is just a weird motherfucker, but you got to go to the club and start sniffing women. And that was tough, because I was tapped out. I could hear everybody. Look, this weird motherfucker, he's over here smelling his draw. One of my boys I heard went over. He said, man, get a brother a break, man. He can't see the bitch. All he got to do is smell her. And I said, it's okay, man. Let's not go that way. So it's funny. I like to do this thing, and it's one of my impressions I love, guys. I want to give you a little bit of Ray Charles from me, because he helped me out through this blindness. He'd come around at nighttime in my dreams, and Ray would come around. I had to tell you something. I got to tell you, man. This cane shit is too much for me. I said, Ray, what do you mean? The cane stops me from bumping and shit? He said, that cane can't see shit. And you need to drop that motherfucker, because I can tell you right now, you ain't gonna get no woman with that other pole rolling around your hand. I said, Ray, you know what? I'm gonna do the best I can, man. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm definitely gonna get me a woman. I hope you do, because you know what? You're pitiful when you're alone. I said, yeah, I'd go through some shit, Ray. The thing is, I wish I could have talked to Ray, because I would have asked him, all those years of feeling those women, how did you really know which one wasn't the right one? Ray said to me, you know what, there's a thing in a woman's hands and her arms. And Joseph, if she twinkles when I touch her, I know she's mine. I said, all right, go ahead, Ray. Go ahead. I want to say, being sightless is a wonderful thing, because I'm gonna tell you, we get all kind of bullshit. We get people that don't believe we can't see, and all this, and you got to explain to them what's going on with you. Well, I hate that shit. That's why when mothers come up to me, Joseph, how blind are you, man? How blind am I? Give me your car keys, man. Let's take your car for a try. I ain't giving you my car keys. Well, I guess I'm blind enough, aren't I? And that's the kind of shit that used to blow my mind. And it's gotten worse, because as you go along, they don't expect a person that's sightless to get along. They want us to be just humbled and just, I can't go nowhere unless somebody with me. Shit, I sneak out the house all the time. My family's going, where are you? I'm taking a walk. Is that okay? Well, where are you? I don't know where I am, but I'll get back. And it's a lot of fun, but let me tell you something. I'm going to bring up a guy on some wheels that's going to give you some fun. Y'all ready for the next comic? Are we ready for the next comic? Let's get a big round of applause for Daniel Alvarez. Hey.
Sorry, I like to bully other chairs sometimes, It's on site with these chairs, Where you from, dog? Nah, I better chill. There's a lot of chairs in here, I might get jumped. Should we just get it out the way? I got shot at a Halloween party. Yeah, there's nothing funny about that, right? Except for the fact that I was dressed as Spider-Man. Yeah, my Spidey sense did not go off, son, I got shot looking like Pedro Parker, man. Pedro is Peter for my non-Spanish speakers, yeah? Yeah, like, it don't make sense, too, because I was wearing red and blue, you know? I was gang neutral, you know? And they still got me, you know? I showed up as Spider-Man, and I left as Land Professor X, man. It's crazy, man. Look at this, man. They got me, son. They got me. Hey, someone said I look like Professor Dos Equis. I was like, that's crazy, bro. Nah, but I have fun with it, you know? Like, people try to, like, feel sorry for me. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm out here, you know? I have fun with it, you know? I like to dress like this, and I try to go out and recruit people for the army, you know? Just join the team, bro. Be like me, you know? Yeah. Hey, who that calling? Who that calling? Shout out. See, that's an army right there calling, you know? They're like, hey, bro, chill, bro. Nah, you gotta have fun with it, you know? Life is too short. You know? One of the things that I've been doing lately is I've been applying to jobs that I can't do, you know? And then I just show up to the interview like, what's up, y'all got me or what? We straight? What up? Yeah. Yo, I applied to be a roofer. I said, hey, I'm Mexican. Get me up there, bro. I'll hammer it in. You know, I get the job done. Hey, they started calling me the roofer, you know? Yeah. I applied to be a rock climbing instructor. Yeah, because all I got to say is like, yo, these are the consequences if you fuck this up, bro. You know? You better climb these rocks right, you know? Yeah, I went full Mexican and I applied to be a bull rider. The crazy thing is they threw me on the bull, you know? Man, my legs were just swinging everywhere. I was like, damn. It's all good, though, because when I fell, I didn't feel it, you know? It's all good, you know? No, man, it's crazy out here, you know? You got to have fun with it, you know? People ask me crazy stuff all the time, too, you know? Like, I had a friend recently, he was like, hey, bro, do you walk in your dreams? And I was like, actually, bro, I'm out here stomping in my dreams, you know? I'm out here crip walking in my dreams, you know? And then I wake up mad as hell, you know? Just like, this is bullshit, man. Nah, but it's cool, because sometimes I'll be dreaming, and I'll realize that I'm dreaming, and I'll start doing dope stuff, you know? Like, I'll start flying. But it's messed up, because I fly in the seated position, you know? I'm out here just... You know how hard it is to turn to the seated position? You know? You gotta lean on it, right? You know, you gotta lean. It's crazy, you know. Wow. Yeah, I've been in the chair 18 years. Yeah, and it's all good, you know. We here. No, but he said, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, it's all good, you know. I might still get a bitch, you know. Nah, but yeah, it's been 18 years, and like till this day, one of the biggest questions that I ask myself is like, yo, why are my shoes so dirty, bro? Like, why? My shit got scuff marks, bro. I started thinking about it, and I was like, hey, yo, what if I'm out here sleepwalking? You know? That's kind of scary to me, because I feel like one of these days, I'm going to be sleepwalking and they're going to turn on the light and I'm just going to fall like a Toy Story character, you know? Just like, Andy's coming, just legs all pretzeled up and shit, you know? Yeah, you know, it's interesting, you know? People ask me crazy stuff. I had someone ask me if I sleep with my chair. I was like, what? No, bro, I just jump on my bed, you know, like everybody else, you know? Like, this guy was envisioning me getting big spoon in bed by my chair, you know? Like, I'm like, nah, bro, that'd be crazy if I was throwing the covers over me and my chair, you know? I'm like, nah, we good, you know? I have gotten so drunk that I did wake up in bed with my chair one time, you know? And I was just mad, like, what are you doing up here? What the fuck? You know? Yeah. Yo, I don't know why women assume I won't cheat, you know? Like, I'm not out here in these streets, you know? Loose with it, you know? I'm out here, you know? Nah, but I gotta be careful. Like, I realized that I can't really date horchata flavored spicy Latinas anymore, you know? Because they're a little toxic. Yeah, like my last girl, she used to lock up my chair at night, man, you know? She used to put the boo on my shit, you know? She used to... She was crazy, man. She used to throw my keys on top of the refrigerator. Shit, you know, she used to be hiding my tires, man, you know? Putting my shit on flats. Yeah, you know, I got sad too because I realized that I can't be a side dude anymore either. Nah, because I leave tire marks, you know? We get caught up so quick. We get caught up out here, you know? Nah, yeah. I like to let people ask me questions. You know, has anybody ever wanted to ask a chair full a question? Nobody? Don't be scared. I'm stuck up here. You know, like y'all safe. You know. And matter of fact, if ice comes, y'all better not leave me up here. Right? You know. Y'all better help me down this motherfucker. You know. I don't want to have to yeet myself off. You know, because then I'm gonna have to parkour and throw myself off. You know. Nobody? Usually people ask me crazy stuff, you know, nobody. I like to ask because people have interesting questions sometimes, you know, like I was at a show and I was like, yo, anybody have any questions or anything? And this lady was like, I hadn't said what happened to me, you know? And I was like, well, what do you guys think happened to me? And she was like, Vietnam? I was like, Vietnam? I'm not Lieutenant Dan. What the hell? You know? Plus, Vietnam ended in 1975. You know, I'd be old as hell, you know? I'm like, all right, nah. I was like, it was Vietnam activities, though. You know? Nobody has questions? Shoot, but not literally, you know? Oh, hell yeah, bro. I'm out here racing. Especially, hey, I'm going downhill. I'm winning, bro, you know? Nah, that's the first thing that's the first thing I'm sure. Has that ever happened to you, brother? Where they're like, yo, when you get 2 or 3 chairs together, people go crazy for some reason, you know? They're like, y'all need a race, bruh, you know? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna run over your shoes on purpose, you know? I do that sometimes, you know? I crash into people on purpose and they apologize to me, you know? They're like, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I have fun with it, you know? Because life is too short. Yo, how mad would you guys be if I just got up and walked out this bitch right now? If I just skedaddled out this motherfucker right now, that'd be crazy. You guys had to jump me after that or something, you know? Nah, yeah, I have fun. It's interesting too, because like some things that used to happen to me don't happen to me anymore. Like before my injury, gang members used to always like gangbang on me. Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy out of context, you know? That's when they come up to you and they ask you if you're from a gang, you know, man? And like that doesn't happen to me anymore. Like they treat me like I got shot in the war now, you know? They're super respectful. But when I'm driving, when I'm in my car, you can't tell, you know? I look like everybody else in my... So once in a while, when I'm in my car, they'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey, dog, where you from, you know? And I'm like, I just pull out my handicap sign and I'm like, hey, you guys got me already, dog, you know? I'm good in the hood, right? I got my papers on me, you know? Yeah, no, I have fun with it, you know, because it's funny when people try to feel sorry for me because it's usually like a dude that I'm cooler than, you know? I'm like, bro, I'm cooler than you. What you mean, bro? Like, I know for a fact I'm one of the least depressed persons in the room right now, you know? People try to be like, oh, yeah. I'm like, we good, bro. We out here in these streets, you know? Like, people, one of the most, it's funny because people have, like, no filter with me for some reason, you know? Like, they ask me crazy stuff. Like, I had someone recently ask me, like, you know, about my sex life. They're like, yo, bro, what's up, bro? You out here still? Can you still? I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I've actually broke my glasses having sex before, you know? Yeah, man, this girl slammed me against the wall. My legs flew like Kermit. It was crazy. I said, you know, and she, yeah, man. And then she carried me for like 10 minutes after, you know, for no reason. She was like, my king, I got you. Yeah, you gotta have fun with it, you know? We out here, loose, you know? I be getting random lap dances and shit. I be at parties doing random lap dances, you know? Yeah, it's always like I always know what is gonna happen. I always know who it's gonna be because they slowly start making their way toward me. And then it's just lap dance, you know? Some people are like, hey, bro, you like dancing? And I'm like, hell yeah, because every dance is a lap dance for me, bro. You know? How weird it. People are weird too. They try to offer me money once in a while. I used to get mad about it too. I used to be like, bro, do I look broke? What the hell? I'll tell you, like, the last time someone gave me money, I was at a show. I had just gotten out of a show and I was outside. And these two little, like, Mexican dudes were passing by. And they just started talking to me, you know? And they were like, what happened to you, bro? And I was like, oh, I got shot. And then one of them was like, bro, you just gotta pray, you know? I was like, what the hell? He was like, you just gotta believe in Jesus. I was like, you're drunk, bro. I'm out of here, you know? And I left. I went to my car, and this dude followed me to my car. And then my chair comes apart, so I take it all apart. And I was taking my chair apart, and he was like, let me help you, you know? And I was like, I'm good, bro, because sometimes it takes longer for me to explain how to take my chair apart than to just do it myself. But he was insistent, you know? He was like, let me help you, you know? And I was like, I'm good. But then he popped out a 50, and I was like, all right, bro, you can help me, bro, you know? It was a huge drug. That was a drunk 50. I know it was a drunk 50. I know that the next day he was like, bro, what the hell? I had a 50 somewhere in him, you know? No, yeah, it's just, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here then. Anyways, you guys been amazing. That's my time. My name is Daniel Alvarez.
Yeah, let's give it up for my man Daniel. All right. Guys, I got to tell you something about, I seen how Daniel picked up women. And I mean picked up women. He goes around in the malls. Anybody needs to ride to their car, he has the women sit on his lap. By the time he gets to their car, he's got a date. He's good goo. Well, listen, guys, we're getting close to the end of the show. I want to bring on a guy. I'm going to tell you right now, this motherfucker's funny as hell. And don't shortchange his ass either. I'm going to bring on my boy, Pancho! Hello! Let's take it off, bro!
What's going on, guys? How are you? I don't know about you guys, but the school bus is where I got bullied the most. It's where I found out that getting punched in the face really hurts, that Santa isn't real. And the reason I look like this is because my mom fucked a hobbit. Which explains my hairy ankles and cock ring, but still. I hated the bus. I was always very jealous of the folks that got to ride the short bus. Because it always looks so peaceful and calm on there. Everyone's all drugged up. I want to be sedated. And I probably would have been the king of the short bus, too. I mean, not physically, mentally, obviously. Some of those dudes are really strong. I would have been more the Professor X, you know, playing mind games like, don't worry, God will fix us tomorrow. He won't. They would have been kicking my stool around. It would have been fun. We would have fucked with each other, had each other's backs. Literally for some. I know I need help wiping. Look at this baby arm. That's what my wife's for. You know, my best friend in junior high was this kid named Timmy. He was this enormous 6th grader with a speech impediment. Like, at first I thought he had Down syndrome because I couldn't understand him. Go to find out he was just deaf. And loved Reese's Pieces. So every day I would bring him one. He became the sloth to my chunk. But because of his speech impediment, kids would always make fun of him. And that's when we found out that Timmy's dad taught him how to wrestle. Yeah, like his favorite wrestler was The Undertaker. And one time I seen him tombstone the star quarterback for spreading rumors that he peed his pants. Which is not a good move to be done on you by someone that pees their pants. Because you're basically just 69ing each other until the other person's legs give out. Timmy's legs never gave out. What else was I going to say about Timmy? You know, like as tough as Timmy was on the playground during sleepovers, we had to sleep with the lights on. Yeah, because one time in the middle of the night, I woke up to him stroking my face. It was just this huge hand like petting me really fast. And all I thought, I was like, God damn it, I know I'm small, but there's no way your dick's this big. So from now on, lights on, because you can't be deaf and blind. I never told anyone about this because he was my best friend, you know. Plus, I found out that he was just scared of the dark and petting me was his coping mechanism. I was the rabbit to his Lenny. Well, you think because I'm a midget, I don't read literary classics? There's an audiobook version. So I am the only little person in my family. My mom, dad, 2 younger brothers, all 5'10" and up. I actually used to beat the shit out of my brothers till they turned 7. Which is when they got bigger than me. Yeah. You know, when I first moved to Los Angeles, there was an elevator in my building with a picture frame that was glued to the wall. There was of a small man sandwiched in between 2 giants that read, "Elevator smells different to midget." Which I found a little bit insulting, mostly because it's definitely true. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and deny that my nose isn't at perfect pelvic level. We all smell things in there. I just smell them right away. And I was in the elevator once with this elderly lady. Yeah, and she too was really embarrassed about it. And so to make her feel better, I said, "It smells very nice out here. Thank you." She gave me a hug. I said the same thing to her veteran husband. He called me a homo. And then I said it to a younger woman carrying a yoga mat. She beat me with it till I came. Different strokes for different folks. Apparently, this picture frame had been in there for years, but no one gave a shit about it until I moved in. That's the kind of power I have. And people would always get offended for me. Like one time, and it was really annoying because it's LA. It was very fake. Like one time this guy came on the elevator. It was like, "Oh my God, look at this. This is so childish, so mature. Who would do this? Who would do something like this?" I was like, "I don't know, Steve. You tell me. You own the building." Then his girlfriend turned around and was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" Because it smells like you should go back upstairs and change your underwear. I'm just saying, man, that phrase is pretty fucking right on. You know, I was recently watching the new Avatar movie with my black buddy Rodney. And what I love about black people is they're so brutally honest, because at the end of the movie, I was like, "Man, I really enjoyed the movie. I just didn't feel represented in it." And he was like smoking a joint. He's like, "Well, that's because your avatars are the Smurfs." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You know the Smurfs. La, 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 la." I'm like, "I get it, Ronnie. You don't have to sing the song." I wasn't even offended, man. You know how many times a woman's painted me blue and licked my ass? Once. It happened one time. And the only thing that wasn't blue were my balls. So, I was recently in Tampa, Florida, and I got an Uber to the airport from this middle-aged white man. And he was wearing a Trump hat. And I love talking to the drivers. Most of these guys are boring, but every now and then you get a psycho. And this guy kept saying that he only lived in the States half the time and the other half in Thailand. Now, I'm no expert, but what I do know about Thailand is that when middle-aged white dudes go there, it's because they couldn't afford Epstein's. Because it's basically the same thing, you know, but with no celebrities, so no one cares. He said that for $10, he banged this Thai midget chick. I think he was trying to relate to me. I just felt bad for the chick because he looked like Ron Jeremy if he ate Harvey Weinstein. It smelled like chicken grease. He also said that American women don't give him the time of day, but out there he is a god. Now, I'm not sure if this man understands how prostitution works. I mean, it's pretty similar, only in Thailand it's the same price as a Happy Meal, which comes with a cold sore. So we finally make it to the airport, thank God, and this guy's like, "Hey man, I really enjoyed talking to you. We should stay connected." I'm like, "We probably shouldn't." You seem like the guy that goes to Thailand to fuck Thai boys and just settles for dwarves. So I'm going to Thailand next week, guys. How do we feel about self-driving cars? Do we trust them? I don't trust him one bit, man. What happens when your Waymo snaps on you for jerking off in the backseat and just drives you off a cliff? How are you supposed to sue anyone when you're dead? I also heard that Teslas have this use self repo system where if you skip out on 3 payments, the car just summons itself back to the dealership. Imagine being that Uber driver, your passenger in the back seat's like, what is happening? He's like, tariffs. It's even worse if you're an immigrant, because it locks its doors on you and just drives you back across the border. Elon's face comes on the screen and tries to tell you a bunch of cringy jokes. Tells you to say the Pledge of Allegiance. You're like, dude, didn't you get fired? What's happening? So I used to date a Latina who told me that she would have these reoccurring dreams of beating me to a pulp with my laptop. All because she caught me watching porn a couple times. She considered it cheating. And I asked her, I said, how is this cheating? She said, because you're thinking of someone else. I said, well, I could say the same thing about you and your 10-inch vibrator. Because you're definitely not thinking about me. Plus, it's black. And here's the thing, I don't give a shit what toys you play with or what your process is. If you're coming, I'm happy, thank God. So why do you care so much about what my process is? I asked you if you wanted to do it, you said no, so I rubbed one out to porn. What is the big deal? She said, well, can't you just use your imagination? I said, I can, but why turn a 2-minute thing into a half hour? No dude wants to jack off for a half hour to his shitty memories. My wife that I'm with now loves it that I jerk off to porn because it keeps me off of her. She actually pays me to take care of myself, full benefits. She's the breadwinner and I'm the meat beater. So I am happily married now 10 years to a tall woman. So you can clap for her because she definitely did it to disappoint her father. He was expecting Prince Charming and he got me. Or as my mother-in-law says, the handsome one of the bunch. And she's totally right because the other 6 are hideous. But my wife is smart, funny, beautiful, fantastic tits. They're my best friends. And there's questions that come when you're married to a taller woman. Like, Pancho, dude, are you cool with her wearing heels? I'm like, absolutely. Why? Well, because it makes her even taller. I'm like, dude, my wife is taller than me when she's on her knees. All the heels do is just make it easier for me to eat her box standing. And I'm really good at it. Most of you guys call it going down on a chick. I call it going up. This is what saved our marriage. That and listening. Pretending to. You know, the first thing I did after I got married was buy a gun. Because how else am I supposed to protect my wife if someone breaks in? Tackle their knees? Hell no, dude, I got a bad back. I'm about as helpless as a French bulldog in the Chinese meat trade. And I know this because when I went and bought my gun, there was no hassles. Dudes behind the counter took one look at me and were like, just take it, dude, take it, here. Yeah, take it, here, take some bullets, too. Here, kill yourself. I'm like, okay. There we go, we got a laugh from that. You know, in gun training classes, I learned that my fire zone, when I point my gun, is just a cheap crotch shot. So if you're planning on having children, don't break into my house. That's not a threat. You know, I don't like it when people hold doors open for me. It's actually one of my pet peeves because it's usually dudes and they're always gesturing for me to walk under their arm. Which is so fucking demoralizing, dude. It makes me feel like a child or one of their side pieces. And I am no one's side piece. And a couple weeks ago, I was walking out of a 7-Eleven and there was a shirtless homeless man holding the door open for me. And I didn't want to make it weird by going, ew, because he was also in his underwear. So like the sweet, kind person that I am, I walked under his arm. And the top of my head brushed on his wet, hairy armpit. Yeah, and I felt his pit sweat roll down my forehead and into my mouth. It was fucking disgusting. It tasted like urine and meth. My face got all itchy. I had the sudden urge to smoke crack and jack off in public again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I knew addiction was a disease, but I didn't know it was contagious. One taste of the pit sweat and I almost sucked dick for crack again. I'll leave you guys with this. Since the majority of the comics are blind, about a year ago, I met a blind fella at a comedy show. We totally hit it off, chatted for hours. And at the end of the night, because of my low center of sound, very sincerely, he asked me, so Pancho, dude, like, how long have you been in a wheelchair for? And so I responded, since COVID took my legs 2 years ago. And he was like, holy shit, I had no idea COVID could do that. And I'm like, I'm joking, dude, I'm joking. I am a short king. And he said, what the hell is a short king? I said, it's what progressives call midgets now. He was like, you're a midget? I'm like, yeah, a black one. And we've been friends ever since. Great dude. Hang out all the time. I even let him feel my baby arm, so he still thinks I'm black. I'm kidding. He knows I'm Asian. But there's adjustments that you got to make when you hang out with a blind person. Like with me, for instance, I need people to reach shit for me. Sometimes in large crowds, I might even ask someone for a piggyback ride. That's just part of the friendship, baby. With him, he just puts his hand on my shoulder. He's pretty tall, and I just guide him wherever he needs to go. I'm like his seeing eye dog, but better because I drive. I give him the kind of emotional support a canine can't. And he doesn't have to pick up after me when we go on walks. He chooses to. All right, that's my time. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for your host.
Let's give it up for Pancho. That should be fun. Well, guys, listen, we're near the end of the show, but I want to just give you a little bit of my story still. When I first became blind, when I was at the doctor's, it took them about 12 years actually to diagnose me. I got in, the doctor says, we know what's wrong, Joseph, you're going to be blind. I said, damn, I knew it. I knew it. The doctor said, you knew it? I said, yeah, my father told me. He said, your father told you? You didn't tell me your father was an eye doctor or ophthalmologist. I said, he's not. He's that country boy that kept busting in my room when I was little yelling, you keep choking that chicken, boy, you gonna go blind. Keep choking that shit. God damn it, if I didn't go blind. And the other thing is, when my friends decided they weren't take me out, where they took my boy to a strip club. But I got the last laugh because the owner let me in free. Now, let me tell you why he let me in free. He says, I'm going to let you in free, Joseph, but let me tell you something. Those guys think they're funny. He says, all that's going to happen is they're going to see the pussy, all you can do is smell it. I said, so you still not going to charge me? He said, no, go in and get a good smell. And it's just been a weird thing. But being blind, I'm going to tell you, it's not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. And it's beautiful. And I'm glad God guided me in there. So what I'd like to do right now, guys, I'd like to bring up the man that put this show on. Let's give a big round of applause for Damon!
Hey, what up? Hey, the funniest thing, this motherfucker still calls me Damon. Like the checks say supervision, nigga. The checks say supervision. Yeah. So I mean, but as a matter of fact, I haven't never saw it, but I think the credits say Damon Supervision Board of Navy. So fuck it. Damon. Before you leave, Uncle Joe, I got a question for you, right? But before I even ask that question, I want to give a big shout out to our primary sponsors and everything like that. Our primary sponsor, Dreamers and Believers, they help us put this whole thing together. It's an organization that that provides services for severely disabled adults, giving them jobs and opportunities to learn and train and become better than what they was before, and giving them a real opportunity to participate in this society, in this world, and make something of themselves. So I want to give it up for the CEO, Miss Talia. and her organization, and you guys keep helping the whole community of Southern California and the community of people with disabilities. A nigga might need a job, dog. You know what I mean? Might need a job. You know what I mean? But I got a question for you. So I lost my sight at 8, right? And I know you were telling me that you lost your sight at what, 54? Right. So I was thinking, I'm like, that's a nice bit of a gap. You know what I mean? And to keep myself from being jealous, I'm thinking like, what have you saw in that much time that I didn't get to see in the little time that I was able to see?
Nothing. Nothing. You did not miss nothing, because you did it all. Yeah, you did.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's...
You know what I mean? That was a lot. Thanks.
Wait.
So,
first of all, when you see somebody like this young man at a young age walking down the street by himself blind, I had to find out what made him tick. He said something to me a long time ago. He said, Joe, did you realize that God was probably prepping you for your blindness when you were mentoring me? I said, I never did, but I knew I had to follow what I saw this man doing at a young age. So this was my template, and this is my nephew. I don't care. Listen, the guy is off.
no, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just jealous because I think you saw more pussy. So, like, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I got more. I didn't see more.
Well, I'm still working on it. I got a few years. You got years on me. But, oh, yeah, I'm climbing. Swimming in pussy, dog. But, no, it's all good. We want to wrap it up. But what we're going to do is we're going to do it a different way on the wrap up. I usually close out and say good night and God bless and all that corny shit. But I'm going to still say the corny shit. But I'm going to bring my man Mac Roney out, the DJ for the night. Mac Roney, we got a hip-hop band that we just formed called Sightless Incorporated. It's coming soon. Our new album, Ray Charles Wonder, coming soon for 2026. Y'all gonna get a kick out of this. If you've been watching No Filters All Funny on Tubi and all the other platforms, and you heard the theme song, this is the motherfucker who produced it. He produced No Filters All Funny theme song. My man Mac Roney, bring him out now, and let's do this shit. We gonna perform this motherfucker for y'all. Yeah. Come on out with me, Mackie. The hyena and the motherfucking lion is in the building. All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it real smooth. Right after the No Filters, I'm going to do it like this. When I'm riding autonomous, a nigga's anonymous. I'ma start so my bitches an astronomist. Jet to the lick, my pockets don't hypnotimus. Don't wanna kill nobody, but I ain't making no promises. I hustle hard, dog, you can tell it's obvious. All I see is money, shit, blame it on my optometrist.
So what did you two think about the No Filter All Funny show tonight? Man, first off, I'm glad that Dreamers and Believers invited us out tonight. This has never been done before. This show was incredible.
Absolutely.
We laughed from the moment the first comedian hit the stage.
That show had me crying. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time.
What made tonight so special? Honestly, seeing everybody in the building laughing together. Didn't matter where you came from or what your story was. We were all just having a great time.
How was the show tonight?
It was hilarious. I laughed the whole night.
Would you come back?
Definitely. No Filter All Funny was amazing, and I'm glad Dreamers and Believers invited me out.
How was the No Filter Funny show tonight?
We loved it. It ain't no discrepancy.